Rachel. I came to the beach with Sleepover tonight, and myself and a few other friends had some creepy experiences. Myself in particular was in the Olivine criminally insane ward, I think it was. And yeah, I was standing in there and I kind of got like an overwhelming hot flush on my forehead, and it kind of just shot through my body, and I had to sort of just take my jacket and everything off because it was quite cold, and I just got boiling hot. Then afterwards I found out that there was actually a patient in there, and he was set on fire. His face was thrown into a fire pit, and his name was Abraham, and I feel like, yeah, I maybe experienced what he did. And then I had another friend that got touched on the back of the neck, so overall it's been a really good experience, and I'd probably definitely advise people to come back here. Thank you.
That's awesome, thank you, Rachel.
Do you want to play a game with me?
My necklace just broke.
20.
What's wrong? My necklace just got ripped off my neck.
Really? What? Where is it?
It's here, but it just snapped.
Oh yeah.
Why would that bother you? Do you actually know that you've passed away? What's wrong? It touched you? Awesome. So what's your name again, sorry? Okay, so if you touched anybody here, please say the lady's name. He hopes that we're leaving. What's wrong?
Touch me again.
Really?
Are you touching Gemma?
Yours went off again.
Josh's. Oh shit.
What? Just went off again?
Mark, is that you?
Yes.
Can you flick this green light for me, please? Thank you.
Do you like having us here? Doesn't like me.
Do you want to talk to Josh? There you go. Josh, talk to you.
Were you a patient here, Mark? Yes.
Mark, do you like having me here? You need to light up the green light, Mark. Thank you.
Did you work in the laundry, Mark?
Or move the laser grid. Do you want to play with that?
Yes, I heard it too.
What?
It's banging behind us.
That wasn't you.
No,
That wasn't us. Oh, fuck, I thought that was you.
No.
What an active night last night on the sleepover. It all started when we split into two groups to go investigating. Fiona headed into the bull pit to start with her group. I headed into Olivine, the criminally insane cottage. Now in Olivine, as we're investigating there, I had one of the young ladies have an experience where she began to get quite hot, started pulling off a coat and everything, as at that point we sent her outside with one of her friends. And then I had Fiona burst in and say, quick, you need to come down the ball pit. We've got a problem. There's a lady there severely affected by energy. So we went down there, and the lady in question was definitely not with it. She was hunched over, barely talking, severely affected. As at that point we performed sage on both of these ladies, cleansed them to try to help them out. We then continued investigating, and everywhere we went we started getting activity. Towards the end of the night we headed to the pharmacy, and at this point up in the pharmacy a lady became quite affected, and on the way out she had to be sat down on the stairs. She was quite sick. Her eyes were rolling in her head. She was swaying. Took us about 10 minutes to get her out of there. When we did, she began vomiting and stuff. We had to sage her a couple of occasions and that. So quite active. What is interesting about the pharmacy is on the last sleepover, a man was also quite affected in there. So, an awesome night at the Hill.